my brakes are still squeaking, and you haven't done any of the things that you said, and you never take me out. And I want to go dancing, and my shoe. I need new shoes.
Yeah, okay, all right, I'll get it. I'll get
my
it.
Underwear.
Yes, okay, yeah, all right. I said I'll do it. Listen, I'm gonna work. I'm working.
Get things.
Okay, listen.
You never even say.
Come on, give me a little. Look, I'm gonna work. I'm working all goddamn day. I'm paying all the bills. And you know what? Hey, I don't gotta. I'm leaving. I'm going to the dad store.
Tired of listening to your bitch wife? Come to the dad store where only men are allowed. We've got over 10,000 square feet of the stuff dad's dreams are made of. Featuring a bar with slutty bartenders where you can talk about how your life didn't turn out the way it should have and your kids are a disappointment. A gun range where you don't have to wear any safety equipment. An entire outdoor department where you can walk around looking at cool camping stuff and never buy any of it. A food court featuring various smoked meats like slow-cooked brisket, slow-cooked pulled pork, hickory smoked tobacco-infused chicken wings. Just want a hot dog? We've got 1-pound hot dogs with any topping imaginable. Why go to an axe throwing gallery when the whole man store is an axe throwing gallery? Our axe is too lame? We've also got knives, pikes, and lots of cool Japanese shit, and you can throw all of it anywhere. Want a quiet place to sit and stare into the distance? We've got 15 benches facing a serene mural of seascapes or some shit. And don't forget, at the dad store, every massage comes with a happy ending. The Dad Store on Route 69 across from the Walmart. Welcome back, my children, to Delete Everything Podcast, our sweet, supportive family union. Family union?
Family union.
Family unit, raising you right, sparing no expense to teach you all of the lost, forgotten, omitted, and deleted history that you might otherwise miss. I'm your papa, Patrick Wall, and next to me, as always, your gentle mama,
Riley boy. Giuseppe, why you don't eat the meatball?
Fuck. Okay, we're starting this all over. Welcome back, my children, to Delete Everything Podcast, our sweet, supportive family union.
You dumb fuck.
Why do I keep saying union?
I don't know. But it makes me think of cousin fucker.
Me too.
We got a family union.
Ding 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 dong dong.
Yeah, that's right. Our sweet, supportive family unit, raising you right, sparing no expense to teach you of all the lost, forgotten, omitted, and deleted history that you might otherwise miss. I'm your papa, Patrick Wall, and next to me, as always, your
Why you never call? You never write. You never come home. I do the dishes. I make the meatball. You never even say thank you for your poor mama, Riley boy.
We also have our farmhand mic'd up today, Mule Boy, Drew Bowlby.
That was good. I didn't expect that one. That was good.
That's fine. That was actually his nickname in college.
Yeah.
Mule Boy.
Yeah.
Because all the drugs in his butt, or because
massive hog.
Happy Father's Day, by the way. Today we're talking about some of the coolest, most supportive, inclusive, loving fathers in history. And you may be thinking, hold up, you did terrible moms for Mother's Day and rad dads for Father's Day? Yeah, that's exactly what we did.
I shared that information with my wife yesterday, and she's like, "What
How'd
the
she take
fuck?"
it?
I'm like, "Yeah, I got to borrow all the kids to interview them about how great we are."
It does set us up nicely for next year when we flip it and do, I don't know, bitchin' moms, or that's probably not a fuck ass dad. We'll name them when it's time to name
Rad
them.
Dads.
I mean,
It's
I don't
easy.
want to do ass fucking dads.
Fuck ass dads.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, we'll worry about the wording next year. The point is, we're going to do the opposite next year, and I haven't started researching yet, but something tells me that the shitty dad stories are going to completely overshadow the terrible mom stories. So,
I mean, yeah, I'm just going to talk about my dad for 2 hours.
And me? Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be here for that one.
we're going to talk about Drew.
I will talk about her.
He said, and me.
My father, but okay.
Before we jump into it today, a quick thank you to anyone and everyone who left us a rating, review, Spotify comment, anything like that. We always love and appreciate that. If you have not done so yet, please get on whatever platform you're streaming on and do that for us. I know it takes a second, but like we'll post a photo of us beaming with happiness or something, whatever, you know.
And I want to reiterate, we mentioned it last week, but in case you missed it,
Yes.
Spotify is censoring comments.
Yeah.
And so we'll see whatever you say, but the rest of the
world,
the swaths of people who listen to our show may not
Make
see
it dirty.
If you make it dirty, nobody else will see it.
you know
Only we'll
what?
see it.
Honestly, put an asterisk or two in the naughty words, and then you should get through, right?
Or don't, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we're seeing this shit. But
Yeah.
if you use naughty language or anything that Spotify might find objectionable, it won't go through.
Which is dumb.
Yeah.
Because it's gaining sentience. But it's a dickhead.
Also, check us out on Instagram and YouTube at Delete Everything Podcast. You will find photos corresponding to all of our Instagram or all of our episodes on Instagram, along with some short little videos of us in the studio. YouTube has even more short videos, and all of those come from our Patreon episodes, which chances are you have not heard. So you just join us at patreon.com/Delete Everything Podcast, and you will get to listen to almost 90 boners episodes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do it.
With a new boners episode coming out every single week.
I think that you should refer to those as nude boner episodes.
Nude boners episodes.
Just gonna keep rolling with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, join Patreon.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. If you don't believe me, go to Patreon and listen to the 3 episodes that we've unlocked for anyone to listen to.
We'll
and
make
can
you
decide
nut.
yourself.
Guaranteed.
We'll make you nut.
I don't want to make that guarantee.
No, me neither.
Like,
Guaranteed.
we personally
I
have to do that.
guarantee.
The episodes will make you nut. We personally will not.
Every one of our Patreon subscribers has been manually brought to coitus by one or all of us.
Nope.
Every one of them.
No.
Yep.
Nope. There are a good number of my very close friends on there, and no, I have not fingered most of them.
Rather, just the men.
Except to wait.
Just the guys.
I'm not going to say I haven't figured any of the Patreon listeners, because that would be untrue.
Oh boy.
Tell us about it in the comments.
Yeah, you
Moving
guys figure that one out. Let's get some detective work going on Patreon, baby. Anyway, let's jump into talking about some rad dads, shall we?
You remember that bit that I used to do when I worked for you, where like somebody mentioned their dad, and I'd just say, I hated my father.
Yes, I do.
It's one of my favorite bits. It still stands. I hated my father.
You couldn't, if you mention anything about fathers around Riley, he would just like deadpan just go, I hated my father.
It's one of my favorite bits that I've ever done. It makes me laugh still thinking about it.
Which was real different than the bit I did about my father. Which was changing every song lyric into being about performing sexual acts on or with my father.
Who's still alive. He's a guy. He's Larry Wall.
Yeah, I hung out with him today.
I've met him many times.
I hung out with him today and yesterday, actually. Yeah. Pops is cool.
Every time I see your
He
dad,
would be fucking mortified if he knew about any of that.
every time I see your dad, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I should ask him. Do you know about this bit?
Do you know what your son does when you're not around? We all consider ourselves to be pretty rad dads, by the way, I think. My dad's pretty rad. Riley hated his father.
Yeah.
Drew, how do you feel about your dad?
Sucks.
Yeah, I knew you had a complicated relationship with your dad.
You know, I'm not saying he's not a rad guy. We're estranged. I would sum it up with that.
Okay.
Let's ask them kids.
All right, here we have Charlie Bolby. Charlie, do you have any funny stories about your father, Andrew? Me.
I remember the one time we were playing Spelunky together, and doing the death matches or whatever they were. And I won one of the rounds.
Correction, you were kicking my ass, I'm pretty sure.
No, you were kicking my butt, and I finally won one of the rounds, and you deleted the game. We didn't install it for like a few years after that.
So you were saying I'm a sore loser.
Yeah, you're a sore loser. I love you.
I love you too. What makes me a rad dad if you do think I'm a rad dad?
Watch a lot of rad shows with me and stuff.
Rad shows?
Rad Dad.
Yeah, me and my dad are estranged too.
Because he's dead?
He's been dead for like a decade or something. I actually don't know how long he's been dead.
Oh.
I
That
hated
seems
my
like okay, let's get into it. All right.
Just like our dads did.
Let's get into it, like our dads did with our moms. First Rad Dad. It's an obvious one. You won't know his name, but you will pretty quickly realize why he's our first Rad Dad. William Jackson Smart. Mr. Smart was born in Arkansas in 1842, and at the age of 19, he enlisted with the 1st Arkansas Light Artillery Battery to fight in the Civil War. On the Union side.
Ah.
I know, you think Arkansas, Civil War.
That's a good side, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the 49th parallel and all that shit, right, with Arkansas?
Yeah. The
38th, the fucking, all that shit, the fucking Teapot Dome or whatever.
30-something, 30. Yeah. The Teapot Dome is a different thing.
I know. I'm just not going to say. And John Brown,
36, 30.
Kansas,
30,
Arkansas,
yeah.
Bleeding Kansas, bloody Arkansas.
But I mean, that's a good example of, one of those states where there were
brother
Union
against
soldiers,
brother in that war.
Yeah, sometimes the different sides under one roof. Jesus Christ. He gets out of the war when the war wraps up in 1865. He gets out. He's about 22, 23 years old. In pretty typical 1860s fashion, he gets married immediately to a young lady named Elizabeth Harris. They are married and raise 5 children before Elizabeth dies in 1878. So 13 years of marriage, 5 children, and now William is a widower. Right? What are you thinking right now?
I'm just
You're trying to look up who this is before I get to
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, different thing.
Yeah, like I said, 13 years of marriage, 5 children. William now all by himself. Elizabeth has died. The oldest of these kids at this point is
You know what it was? Is I as soon as you said Elizabeth, I was like, Elizabeth Smart, and then I looked that up thinking it might be like a celebrity, not somebody that I really want to talk about on this episode. She seems like a lovely person.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, let's just moving on.
The victim of
moving on.
Yeah. Oh my God, I did not even think about that whenever I was doing these notes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a name that just kind of like poked me in the head, and I was like, oh, what is that?
She is a celebrity for not good reasons.
I mean, she's an advocate for child abuse now, not like for it, against it.
That's good.
Drew, Elizabeth Smart was a young lady who got abducted by like a fucking crazy guy. It was a whole like manhunt thing, but she escaped. It was a whole deal. It was a famous story in the late 90s.
Yeah.
This did sound familiar.
Yeah.
But, okay.
But it's also not.
You were thinking maybe Amy Smart?
Maybe.
Isn't that a famous like
the actress? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in The Butterfly Effect.
Yeah, there you go.
Ugh.
And that movie with fucking what's his name?
Oh.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that movie with what's his name. Didn't see it, but I remember
It's
it.
Road Trip. Road Trip. That's the one I'm talking about. It's got Seth Green in it.
Tom Green.
All right. Anyway, so like I said, the oldest of the kids is 9-10 years old at the time when Elizabeth dies, and William is a widower. So like they didn't get right to having kids. They were together for a few years before children came along. A couple years goes by, and he meets a widow by the name of Ellen Billingsley.
Billingsley.
Ellen, like I said, is widowed, and she has 3 young children of her own. So they get married in 1880, and William, Ellen, and their 8 combined children are all living on William's Arkansas farm. In 1882, William and Ellen have their first child, a girl named Sonora. I'm only naming her because she is critical to the story. I'm not going to name any more of the kids. So they have a daughter named Sonora. Over the next 7 years, William and Ellen have 3 more kids, bringing the total family size to 14. 2 adults, 12 kids.
Yeah.
Damn.
They decide that their farm can't handle the size of the family anymore. In 1889, they pick up and they move to Spokane, Washington. I'm not totally sure if all the kids are still there at this point because the oldest would be like 20-ish.
Uh-huh.
And in the 1800s, that's usually like,
Right.
off with you. Either be married off or go
Is this cheaper by the dozen?
start a career. No, I don't think so. Cheaper by the dozen did not happen in Civil War era.
Does this guy become an efficiency expert?
No.
Okay, then no.
Either way, they're all out to Washington.
The
Where
original Cheaper by the Dozen is like an old school movie.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I knew that.
About an efficiency expert.
The Steve
who
Martin
dies.
Who was that? Steve Martin and Diane Keaton?
No, that is not the original.
I know that. I knew that one was
Steve
a remake.
Martin, with Tom Welling and Hilary Duff. But back in the day, William Holden plays the father of Cheaper by the Dozen, and he's an efficiency expert. And everything about the kids is he wants to make them like the fastest, best kids ever. The 12 kids got to take a bath. There's only one bathtub, so they have to do a 1 minute bath. They just get in, scrub, up and out. Get in, scrub, up and out. You know, and everything about getting dressed is all efficiency.
Gotcha.
And then 3/4 of the way into the movie, he fucking dies.
Wowzers.
The
Jesus
end.
Christ.
Like,
that is not
45 minutes later.
That is not what inspired. This is not what inspired that movie.
Oh, I was just thinking.
Anyway, like I said, I don't know if all of the kids ended up going out to Washington State. Either way, they're out in Washington, where William and Ellen would have 2 more children. 14 kids in total. By the way, Ellen personally has delivered 9 of these children. The 3 she had initially, and then the subsequent 6 that they had together. Because William brought 5 to the.
They be
gang.
fucking, yeah.
They do be fucking. Sadly, Ellen dies while delivering her last child.
I wonder how.
And while delivering her last child
in the woods in a ditch,
in fucking, where were they?
He's like, it's not coming. I have to do a C-section.
Yeah, in Spokane, Washington.
Gives herself an emergency C-section.
Yeah, so William is a widower again.
Right.
Sonora is the only girl left in the house out of all the kids.
Right.
All the subsequent kids between William and Ellen were boys.
Right.
So she's got 5 younger brothers. She is 16 at the time. She's helping her dad raise her 5 younger brothers, one of whom is a newborn because mom just died giving birth to this child. And she saw her father balance sort of this strict dad role and the caring, affectionate mom role really effectively, right? So fast forward 11 years to 1909, and Sonora's at church listening to a Mother's Day sermon. Mother's Day had just become a mostly church-celebrated event the previous year. In 1908 is when the first churches started celebrating Mother's Day.
She gonna fuck her dad?
It was.
That the story you start off with?
That
for
doesn't
Rad
feel
Dads?
like you're.
I don't think that would be a rad dad.
You're not pulling the context clues out accurately.
I just don't.
think.
I hope that that's not what happens here.
No. What?
Okay.
Anyway.
You're just like she's watching him balance the role of the strong father and the affectionate husband or whatever the fuck.
Affectionate mother role.
Yes, exactly. And it stirs within her a forbidden love.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
You ever see the Ballad of Jack and Rose? All right, keep going.
Let's ask them kids.
All right. And calling in special today, taking time out of his busy military career, Patrick's son, Asher Wall. Asher, what can you tell us about your dad?
Hey, this is Asher Wall. I'm Patrick Wall's son. One of my favorite memories of my dad is one time we went out camping, but he got real drunk on the way there, so we had to pull over, and I had to drive. And then we slept at a Love's gas station overnight. And I took his credit card. I bought cigarettes with it, and still smokes to this day. He's a pretty rad dad.
So Mother's Day had just become mostly a church celebrated event, and it wouldn't be a national holiday until 1914. But Sonora was like, there should be one of these for dads. Obviously, being raised by this guy, Mother's Day is this thing, and she's like, why don't we celebrate good, strong dads?
Good, strong, oily, beefy.
The dads, that's who you do it for.
You were the one who was talking about performing acts on your father. I thought this might just be your
Maybe that is a rad dad to you.
Wiry.
affectionate but with calloused hands.
Affectionate. Wirely. Widowed.
The Ballad of Jack and Rose is a movie starring Daniel Day-Lewis about a widower raising a daughter.
About his left foot.
No, that's a different Daniel Day-Lewis thing.
Okay.
But it's about a guy raising his daughter,
being an oil tycoon.
and they fall in love, but they don't really want to have done that. That's like the point of the movie.
Jesus Christ, gross.
Yeah, it is gross, and they're like, "This is gross." The movie is really fucked up, actually.
So Sonora
He did not win an Academy Award for that one.
You don't say. So Sonora organized and mobilized support like super effectively. So effectively that by June of the following year, 1910, the state of Washington celebrated its first statewide Father's Day.
Oh.
So in a matter of a year, she's got the entire state of Washington on board with doing a Father's Day.
So she just took that away from mom.
And there can be two. There are 365 days in a year.
We didn't need it.
You're going to agree with some of these congressmen we're about to talk about.
Very unlikely.
Tommy Tuberville. No, I'm kidding. Over the years, it gained traction in a lot of other states and slowly became a popular yearly holiday.
Because all the dads are like, yeah,
But
why do these bitches need their own fucking holiday? What about me? What about White History Month, huh?
Oh my God.
Male loneliness epidemic.
I guess somebody had to put some horrible shit into this.
Really, it was supposed to be a positive, uplifting episode.
Yeah, fuck dads. See, that's what you and this lady are thinking.
This lady is not thinking, whoa, no, stop.
Dads.
Sweating in the fields.
A jizz for dads.
Here's your
If you guys have not listened to West Virginia Cold Wars, you will not get what that voice is or any of that. But go listen to West Virginia Cold Wars because you'll get it immediately.
Still one of my favorite intros.
It was hard. The laughter you hear in that intro is like 1/20th of how much laughter was going on while we did that intro. So Congress was really slow to officially make it a national holiday. Some congressmen thought it was too sentimental.
It is.
Some argued that it was just going to be commercialized.
It is.
And that dads were going to end up buying their own Father's Day presents.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't.
I don't buy myself a present. I just go, hey, you guys go have fun.
You guys probably know this about me. I like to act like I'm some kind of a hard ass with holidays.
Yeah.
It's just one of my things. I just fucking Father's Day, lame. But birthdays, no.
Anytime, see, this is going to be me sounding like I'm more hardcore than I actually am. But anytime anybody's ever like, oh, what are you going to do for Father's Day? I'm always like,
crank my hog,
all I want is
beer.
for everyone to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. That's not what I want. But I say that to people because, you got to make jokes. So Mother's Day took only 6 years from its inception to nationally recognized holiday. Father's Day took, do you want to guess?
11 days.
No, you zigged when you should have zagged.
Oh, yeah?
The other way.
11 years?
44 years.
Best case scenario, LBJ signed a presidential proclamation in 1966, so 56 years later.
Damn.
Declaring the third Sunday in June as Father's Day. Worst case scenario, it was 1972, so 62 years later, before Nixon established it as a permanent national holiday.
Ugh, Nixon.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's got that Nixon grease on it. Sonora, by the way, was still alive. She was 90 years old when Father's Day officially became a national holiday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she had completely changed her opinion on her father by then. She was like, no, stop.
He died and left me alone. All right. You ready for a second Rad Dad?
Wait, what was so rad about that guy? We talked about his daughter.
He's the
whole
reason
time.
we have a Father's Day.
Was he rad because his daughter wanted to bang him?
He inspired his daughter. He was such a good dad that his daughter spent essentially a lifetime.
Sounds like it was a shitty mom.
Because she died?
Like, why do we got to celebrate this bitch? We should be celebrating my single father who works himself to death.
Jeez.
Sorry, I had a bad day.
You don't say.
I thought it was a very nice story about
I thought
a
it was a nice
daughter
story too.
who loved her father so much
Great.
and wanted to honor him so much that she spent most of her life
Failing. Struggling and failing in the name of just some guy who cares.
You're in a funk a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I mean, my shoes are off.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
All right, Maxwell Bowlby. Can you think of any funny stories about your dad?
We were driving.
Mm-hmm.
My dad farted.
That's me, your dad. Yeah, I farted. I do that.
My mom was feeling weird. My dad locked the windows.
I can't recall doing such a thing, but please go on.
And then he unlocked them, and then mom went out. Then my mom went out. Then she threw up
Where did she throw up?
near the Family Dollar.
So you're saying your mother smelled a fart and then threw up in the Family Dollar parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. What makes me a cool dad or a rad dad?
You always help everyone and you're a good nurse.
Our second Rad Dad today is the total opposite of the first dad in terms of name recognition.
Oh, it's Hitler.
This guy has all of the name recognition. This guy, particularly in our studio, has a ton of name recognition. Mark Wahlberg.
What?
I'm kidding. It's John Ronald Reuel Tolkien.
Oh, hey.
Also goes by J.R.R. Tolkien.
Tolkien.
Yes. Unlike William Smart, Tolkien only had 4 children. 3 boys, John, Michael, and Christopher.
Slacker.
And a girl, Priscilla. Slacking. Do you know how long it took to write those books?
He was busy.
Not tonight, Martha.
He only had time for mouth action.
Yeah. If you want to do mouth stuff while I write this book about
No, he did the mouth
Bilbo
stuff.
Labingi.
He figured out that if she spoke Elvish to the Elvish alphabet, she's like, Jesus Christ. Melon.
That's Dwarvish.
No, that's fucking Elvish.
No, it's the
It is
Elvish.
Elvish.
It's the entrance to the Mines of Moria, but it is in Elvish.
Is it?
Yeah. Elvish is kind of the high language of all of Middle Earth.
I'm trying to think of the quote. Gandalf.
Speak
what's
friend
the,
and Eben.
What's
And
the
Evan.
Does he say the Elvish
Evan.
word for friend, or does he say the
he
Dwarvish
does.
word for friend? The Elvish
What's
word.
the Elvish word for friend? Melon. Should have been melons.
Melon?
I told you that if I was ever going to remake those
Big
movies,
jiggly melons.
if I was ever going to remake those movies, I would remake 2 scenes specifically and only change one line. And they would both be, the first one is, Gandalf, what's the Elvish word for friend? It says melon. He goes, that'd have Frodo go, melon? And then the other one would be, Legolas, what do your elf eyes tell you? Elf eyes? That's it.
That's
the only
racist.
change I'd make is fucking what? What do your stupid bitch elf eyes show you?
What do you see with your elf eyes?
Same thing you see with the human eyes, dick.
Fucking racist. Okay, so yeah, John, Michael, Christopher, and Priscilla.
His name is my name too.
Stupid. I had to run it back to see if it's pretty close. John, Michael, Christopher, Priscilla. It's pretty close. Apparently bedtime in the Tolkien home was quite a spectacle, which, yeah, I can't see any way that it wouldn't be. I mean,
Fucking lights get lowered, you just hear the fucking long ago. Age of men and elves.
no, he would just riff about goblins and dragons and wizards until the kids fell asleep. Like,
Yeah.
he'd just off the cuff.
Like a crazy person. And then the hobbits, they tackled the wizard.
Shit, they're still awake. And then a dragon. Whoa.
It's just me playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, basically. His creation of hobbits came largely from his home life. Watching his kids play from his own childhood.
He's like, these little fuckers are great.
A lot.
What if they were haunted?
A lot of the characters and places are based on his family and on his upbringing. So like Bag End is based off of his aunt's farm when he was growing up. The whole hobbits being sort of sticklers who are like opposed to any kind of change was influenced by his youngest son, Christopher,
Who was a real pain in the ass.
who was a real pain in the ass. And we'll get into that, who would critique him on like minor details when he told the bedtime stories. Like,
No, father.
there's a
Arwen isn't in this book.
no. Like little,
What about Tom Bombadil, father?
little silly details. Like there was a story about how he was telling the story one day and he made Bilbo's door blue instead of green. And Christopher was like, no, the door's green. I mean, no, Papa, the door's green.
Green,
It's
green,
green, Papa, green.
green. It's like, Jesus, Christopher, calm down. No!
I'm going back to my study.
And that's why those books are fucking so detailed. The kid would just have a seizure if anything was fucked up. No, that barrow waits.
Didn't Chris Tolkien end up finishing some of like
Yes.
Silmarillion, yeah.
Yes, we're
And like some other addendum stuff. Like he did like a whole career.
we're about to get fully into that. So all of his kids maintain really solid relationships with their dad. John became the oldest, became a Catholic priest, but he would fondly remember his dad's bedtime stories. He passed away in 2003, but in an interview in 2001, right before The Fellowship of the Ring was released, he said, and I quote, "I'm anticipating endless bother when the film actually comes out. It's quite incredible. When I think when we were growing up, these were just stories that we were told. Personally, when you've grown up with something, you don't want someone else putting their finger on it." Which I can understand that sentiment.
Yeah.
Especially given all of the spectacle around those movies being released.
Really, anything that you ever watch as a movie that was like a property you loved as a book is always, even if you're like, I'll give this a pass.
Right.
You know, like the Ender's Game movie that came out like 10 years ago or something. That's one of my all-time favorite books. And I gave it a pass. I think it was fine for what it was, but like, no.
I think it's probably different too, especially the time when they grew up and them being the children of J.R.R. Tolkien, growing up listening to these stories at bedtime, you know, having him, probably seeing him countless hours writing in his study or whatever.
Muttering to himself, smoking his pipe.
Yeah. And then the books are released and then they get to read the books, which is sort of a compiled version of all these stories that they heard or bits and pieces. I'm sure there were parts that were recognizable when they read the books. And then fast forward several decades. Yeah, Lord of the Rings was released in
2001.
No, the book.
Oh, it was the
73.
Oh, really?
69.
I thought it was the 50s.
Oh, no.
That was The
73
Hobbit.
was the Silmarillion. I think Lord of the Rings was in the, I can't remember.
Hold on, I can tell you.
I don't know. When did that Led Zeppelin album come out?
That was
In the darkest depths of Mordor.
And Gollum!
The evil one. Give me a ring, because I'm a hobbit.
Made away with her.
so.
So I keep rambling.
All right.
Do it.
So, God, fuck. Hobbit was 1937, and I was right. The
56.
Fellowship 54.
54.
54 to 55 they were released over the course of in pretty quick succession.
What about Board of the Rings by the National Lampoon at Harvard?
What?
I'm not looking that up.
Anyway, I understand fucking 50 years almost goes by and then there's this giant like big budget Hollywood movie. I can see where his surviving kids would be like, I would rather they didn't.
No, this is my story.
I would prefer they didn't.
I'm with Riley that, you know, like you've had 50 years to adjust to people.
Fucking get over it. Whatever.
To people like attaching and loving.
Literally all
these
he
stories.
said was when you've grown up with something, you don't want someone else putting their finger on it. And I understand that sentiment.
Board of the Rings is a 1969 parody novel.
I don't
That's
care.
where I thought 1969. Written by Henry Beard and Douglas Kenny, who originally penned it as students for the Harvard Lampoon before they created the National Lampoon magazine.
Hooray.
You not know National Lampoon magazine?
I do know.
They're like kind of, I don't know, they're two of the most highly lauded comedic minds of the entire history of the United States.
Everybody got their start there, including your hero, Chevy Chase.
Hate. The narrative of Board of the Rings closely tracks the actual plot of Tolkien's trilogy. The authors aggressively injected 1960s consumer products, soft drinks, and pharmaceutical brand names into Middle-earth to mock commercialism.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, John became a priest. He was kind of like, whatever. Michael
Bilbo Baggins was called Dildo Bugger.
All right, we're back, and we have Asher for real this time. Asher, what do you have to say about your dad?
One of my best memories with my dad is like how he used to always like fall asleep and poop himself. And I'd have to wake him up and be like, Dad, hey, you pooped yourself. And he'd say, get out of here, you little bitch. And he'd smack me. And then I'd go cry in my room. I always thought that was good. He's a pretty rad dad.
There's this great kind of like Mr. Bungle tech fucking bass heavy band from California called Nuclear Rabbit. They did a song called The Pimp and the Bitch and the Magic Beans, which they used the lyrics, Bilbo, bulbous dildo. I thought was good.
That's good.
The song's good. It starts out, Bilbo, fetch me my cane. And then,
So second child, Michael, was the source of a lot of Tolkien's inspiration.
Yeah.
He wrote a book.
He was a weird, slimy little fuck that lived in a cave.
He wrote a book called Roverandom about a lost dog that a wizard turns into a toy. And then he has all kinds of...
like, wizards, mine. No, Papa.
Jesus Christ. Tolkien wrote this book for Michael. Tolkien wrote a book called Roverandom.
Oh, okay. I thought Michael wrote the book as a child.
About a lost dog that a wizard turns into a toy. And then the toy dog has all kinds of adventures. He goes to the moon. He goes under the sea.
Here you are, Michael, a retarded book for nerds.
all to find the wizard to turn him back so he can get back to his owner, a little boy named Two. Michael was his second son.
That's bad story structure.
He wrote that for Michael after Michael lost his favorite toy dog at the beach. Yeah, what a fucking loser.
He wrote him
what
a fucking book?
Yeah.
Because I lost my toy. Oh, don't worry. I'll write you 90 pages of bullshit.
This episode is called Rad Dads, not Riley's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Go to sleep, you little piece of shit.
For years, my dad was an artist. For years, I asked him to draw a portrait of me as like a strong man fighting a bear or a lion or something. I just wanted to have one so I could put it over my mantle. And he never did because he was a fucking asshole. Here's your book, Michael.
The spiders of Mirkwood in The Hobbit were written in because of Michael's fear of spiders.
Fuck you, nerd.
Seems a little mean, but...
He's like, oh, you know how you're afraid of spiders, Michael.
Read
how about
this.
Gigantic spiders, monster spiders.
And they're everywhere.
Ooh,
there are a ton
and
of
in
them.
this book, we'll have one that's a god.
Tom Bombadil in Lord of the Rings was based on a little doll that Michael had also. So Michael was a lot of the inspiration for a lot of the stuff that Tolkien wrote. After Tolkien's death, Michael wrote an article for the Sunday Telegraph entitled J.R.R. Tolkien, The Wizard Father, which I tried so hard to find, and I cannot find it anywhere.
I like that, The Wizard Father.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been J.R.R. Tolkien scared the fuck out of me with spiders.
He wrote
Spider Lord.
He wrote it in 73 when Tolkien died. That's why I was thinking 73. Tolkien died in 73.
Yeah. It's J.R.R. Tolkien's Spider Dad.
Spider Dad. Priscilla, who was the youngest, was a little less on the radar, but she did a lot of stuff after Tolkien's death. I found this little tidbit. In the fourth draft of Lord of the Rings, Frodo's name was apparently...
Bilbo Lebingi. No, Mara Lebingi.
No. Frodo's name was apparently Bingo Bolger Baggins.
Which sounds like you just hit your thumb with a hammer. Oh, Bingo Bolger Baggins. Oh.
That is a name that came from a little family of toy bears that Priscilla had as a child.
Is it Bolger, B-U-L or B-O-L?
Bolger, like the other Hobbit name.
Like
there were
Bulgarians
the
or B-O-L?
B-O-L.
Oh, yeah.
Like there were the Bolgers.
Bingo
and that was a family.
Baggins. Bingo Bolger.
That would have been a really different movie if Frodo's name was Bingo.
Shire. Bingo. Bingo Bongo Baggins.
A26. Bingo. What do I win?
Priscilla Bingo Bolger Baggins. What a
Bingo Bolger.
Thank God he changed that.
Bingo Bolger.
I'm Bingo Bolger Baggins.
That's my new catchphrase.
Bingo Bolger Baggins.
Petey Eugenie's out. Bingo Bulger Baggins is in.
Priscilla championed a lot of stuff in her father's memory, though.
It's like, no, we need to change it to Bingo Bongo.
Yeah, right. Her and her brother John went through decades of family photos to publish the Tolkien Family Album, which is a book of family photos, pretty self-explanatory. But they published it to commemorate what would have been their father's 100th birthday. She also helped launch a series of stamps in England celebrating Tolkien's work. She was also the honorary vice president of the Tolkien Society until her death in 2022.
Nepotism.
Honorary vice president.
No, you don't get to be the real president because you're a woman.
Jesus, there's no fucking winning with you.
Riley's determined to make this episode as negative as possible.
I'm actually really enjoying this segment specifically because I love the Lord of the Rings so much. So it's good. It's good to be like salty, right now. It's like I mean, how often would I get a chance to be negative about Lord of the Rings? But it is low hanging fruit. You got to admit.
I mean,
bingo vulture, bitch.
Let's ask them kids. And here we have Sadie Kayer. Who am I to you?
Stepdad.
Stepdad. How long have I been around?
A long time.
Pretty much your whole life. Do you have any funny stories about your stepdad?
Yeah. A few years ago, you used to go around taking pallets from everywhere you saw outside. And that was your whole life.
That was my whole life. That's all I did.
That was it.
I didn't work in the ER or do
No.
anything else. I was just like a gremlin or a goblin or a troll looking for pallets everywhere in St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. And that left an impression on you. Why?
Because it was really funny.
So you would say I was a little obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in a
that
good
hasn't
way.
gone away, by the way. I still feel that way about the pallets.
But you have more of a life now.
It's true. If you think I'm a rad dad or stepdad, why?
Because you're super sweet and you love us all.
I do love you.
You have great taste in music.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming, Sadie.
Mm-hmm.
So Christopher, who was the third child and the youngest son, I left him for last because
he's the worst one.
Well, he was Tolkien's literary confidant, like from day one. He was the one who was a stickler about little details. There is a lot of BS online about Tolkien disowning Christopher, but that's not the case at all. By all accounts, it seems like he was closest with Christopher and they were super alike.
What's the thing with the disowning? Why would he do that?
We're getting into it. Christopher also became an academic writer and editor. He was the one that Tolkien chose as the executor of his literary estate 6 years before his death. And his literary estate was massive.
Well, yeah.
From all accounts, it seems like it mostly came down to butting of heads, right? This is a quote from Christopher. By the time of my father's death, the amount of writing in existence on the subject of the three ages was huge in quantity since it extended over a lifetime. Disordered, more full of beginnings than ends, and varying in content from heroic verse in the ancient English alliterative meter to several historic analyses of his own extremely difficult languages. A vast repository and labyrinth of story, of poetry, of philosophy, and of philology, which is... Philology is like... God damn it, I'm going to paraphrase
was
this.
a Will Smith album dedicated to Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Philology is basically making all of, like, applying history and language and all these things to specific time periods and how all that stuff works and how all those things sort of impact one another. Christopher actually became a philologist. He was a philologist by trade, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds like a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, so...
Sounds like a bad time. Sounds like if you had a beer with Christopher Tolkien, you want to fucking cut your wrists.
The end of the quote is, to bring it into publishable form was a task at once utterly absorbing and alarming in its responsibility towards something that is unique.
Fucking goddamn.
Christopher dedicated basically his entire life to editing, filling in blanks, and getting his father's works published posthumously. And that's where a lot of the rift in their relationship centered around Tolkien not thinking that certain works of his should be published because they were incomplete, and Christopher wanting to edit and fix and publish everything that his dad ever wrote.
That feels weird. Like, I've got a bunch.
It feels like it should be the other way around.
I got a bunch of shitty half-written stuff that, like, you know, like if my daughter went through after I died or when I was old and was like, yeah, we're going to publish all this bad shit from 7th grade. I'd be like, no, that's a story about a guy with bat wings. I don't want fucking anyone to read that. It sucks.
Yeah, and then she spends the rest of her life making
get a fucking life, nerd. Write your own shit.
Tolkien did call Christopher his chief critic and collaborator.
Cheese critic.
Chief. But Christopher was responsible for the completion and release of the Silmarillion. In fact, when Tolkien turned over his writings to Christopher, he also insisted that Christopher name himself as co-author, which I don't even think he actually did. Like, if you look at any copy of the Silmarillion, it's by J.R.R. Tolkien edited by Christopher Tolkien.
Sounds to me like Christopher smothered J.R.R. Tolkien with a pillow and then later told everyone that he wanted him to be co-author. My dad said...
And then didn't do it.
He wanted me to be co-author, but I said no.
Well, so the Silmarillion wouldn't make sense if not for Christopher Tolkien.
Silmarillion doesn't make sense anyway, buddy. Sorry to break it to you.
It is difficult.
In the fourth age of the Maiar, like, go fuck yourself. It's like reading a book about the history of the earth, except stupid and gay.
Basically. Jesus. You are a salty little bitch today.
I mean, legitimately though, like, okay, philology aside, I love the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. I think he's a fantastic writer. I don't necessarily enjoy the style of writing that he does, but I love his stories so much.
Right.
It's kind of like my thing with George Lucas. Like,
the Silmarillion is very convoluted.
George Lucas is a fucking shit storyteller, but his concepts are brilliant, right? The
explosions in space.
I mean, no, it's a trade war. That's the whole thing. You know, Star Wars is all about interspace trade.
Yes, I know.
It's fascinating, but it fucking is. Also, he hates the Japanese or something. I don't know. It's a trade federation. But what?
You were talking about the prequels. So.
Oh yeah, you never saw those.
No, I saw them.
They're real good, but they're not good.
No.
They're bad, but they're good.
You never read The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I did read The Lord of the Rings. And
you did? I thought you said you didn't.
No, I did. My confession on the Patreon at one point was exactly what Riley just said, in that I love the stories. I don't necessarily love reading how Tolkien wrote.
Yeah, it's a bit stiff, you know?
Yeah.
Which I know usually you love. But all that aside, the Silmarillion itself is this brilliant like textbook on the creation of not just the world of Middle Earth.
It's the history of it.
It's more than that. It's the Bible. It's the Bible of Middle Earth, right?
Yeah.
It starts specifically with like there are 3 fucking light beings that bring into formation the Naiar or whatever the fuck. And it's a whole religion, and it's boring as piss. Never even has dinosaurs.
Wow. It's got dragons.
Get
over it.
Yeah, they're lame.
Yeah, compared to dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs are cool.
By the way, all the original maps for Lord of the Rings for the book were drawn by Christopher.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know that.
When he was away during World War II, Tolkien would send him drafts of Lord of the Rings. They would send them to Christopher for him to read and give him notes on and return them.
All the maps, like the classic Lord of the Rings maps, were all Christopher and not J.R.R. Tolkien?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, those maps are fucking.
When he was like in his 20s.
This is. I mean, a small digression. But literally yesterday, I went to Barnes and Noble and I bought a book on fantasy map making because I do fucking D&D, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun to draw those maps. But Drew has seen my maps.
Oh yeah.
And they're like okay, but like
those maps in Lord of the Rings were
they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're absolutely gorgeous. Those are. Like, I'm now impressed with Christopher Tolkien because, like, those maps are the gold standard for fucking fantasy map making stuff, which is a nerdy niche little thing. But, like, any fantasy book you ever read always has a fucking map.
A little map,
in it.
100%.
And the fucking Lord of the Rings maps started that. They made that whole thing. It's kind of the last.
They made it kind of like where you had to.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
you had to make a map.
Like if you open a fantasy book that's got like a whole world in it and there's no map, you're like, well, I'm fucking lost. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where's that?
And then you want the map to be really cool.
Yeah.
Which is where Game of Thrones kind of fails a little bit, frankly. It's a little too on the nose, a little too aesthetically cool. It doesn't have any fucking like flair to it.
Yeah.
You know? But like, yeah, like fantasy map making shit is kind of the last bastion of the art of like the cartographer.
I remember being a kid and reading Lord of the Rings and going back to
you can get lost in
the
that
map and being like, okay, so they're here and then they're coming and then they're going over here and then this is going on and like looking at those maps and being like, oh, now I understand like all these things that are happening simultaneously, you know. So yeah, those were all Christopher. Honestly, like he was not only inspirational to the book, but pretty critical to getting us the version of Lord of the Rings that we all, at least here in the studio, love.
Okay, I take back everything I said about him being an annoying bitch.
Because he drew a cool map.
He drew a cool map.
Okay. And he was.
You
like,
want to know how autistic I am? Like I thought he sucked, but he drew a cool map.
Well, and
great. Now he's great.
And J.R.R. Tolkien bounced pretty much everything he wrote for that book off of Christopher, and they collaborated a lot on it. So,
You think J.R.R. Tolkien was the inspiration for Jar Jar Binks?
I don't think so.
J.R.R. Binks?
J.R.R. Binks.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Mrs. O'Literary.
Philology. Christopher was very opposed.
Drew's looking at me like I'm such a piece of shit right now.
I'm a little annoyed that we brought up the prequels twice within Tolkien, talking about something good.
Oh, you're one of those guys you say Tolkien.
Whatever. Tolkien.
I'm just fucking with
Christopher was super
prequels
opposed.
are good, okay?
No, they aren't.
Fuck you.
Christopher was super opposed to making the movie trilogy of Lord of the Rings, though. He's quoted, he said, they gutted the book making an action film for 15 to 25-year-olds. Which, I was I think 20 when the first movie came out, so I was about 15. It appealed to me. I loved it.
I was on like 15, I think.
Yeah. You must have been a little, because it was 2001.
2001.
Yeah. We would have been 13, so you would have been, you're 7 years older than me?
20, yeah. Yeah. So
I disagree with that sentiment, though, because I don't think that those movies are action films specifically. I think that they have
some amazing action.
They have incredible action, but the reason that the action is so good is that it is not based on the action specifically.
They're not action, they're walking films.
Yeah. He also called it peculiarly unsuitable for transformation into visual dramatic form, which I also disagree with.
And then he said that filthy New Zealanders have no right.
Interestingly, his son Simon was an advisor on the films.
Huh.
Yeah.
Which caused some tension between the two.
Oh, yeah?
But they made up. But yeah, he
made up when they became the most lucrative and beloved films ever created by man.
Right. Seriously.
We made $100 million off of this.
Yeah. So, was that good? Was that good, Dad? Was that good? Should I talk to the fellow furry New Zealand guy about the books? Who making the movies?
Is Chris Tolkien still alive?
No, he died.
Sorry, Tolkien.
He died in.
That's a South Park joke, by the way.
You can call him Tolkien. I'm just fucking joking.
He died in 21, I think, or 20, or
a couple years ago.
Something like that.
Recently?
He died a few years. Yeah, he died like not that long ago.
Had 20 years of fucking residuals from Lord of the Rings.
He died after.
Not that he needed it. If he already had the residuals from the fucking books and the map, you think he got a cut of the map sales?
I think he died. I think he died shortly after the first film came out. So I don't know. I mean, maybe he saw it and was like, "Oh, this actually rules."
Well, at least, maybe he could have seen the movie and been like, yes, and like cried a little bit and been like, the dreams. But then he died before The Hobbit came out, which is good.
That is good.
That is smart. Yeah.
Good. That's smart. That was
I wish I had died before The Hobbit came out.
Me too. Did you know The Hobbit is one of maybe 2 movies I've ever walked out of?
No, I didn't walk out of it.
Like the first one, The Hobbit, The Unexpected Journey or whatever. Yeah, I watched about an hour of it, and then I went outside and smoked cigarettes until my then girlfriend was done with it.
They had great ingredients. Like what's his head is great as Bilbo.
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I understand is just a children's book, but it's a fantastic children's book.
Great book.
It's got giant spiders.
It's
dragons and shit.
It's an easier read than Lord of the Rings. I mean, you really got to like dig in for Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit, you just read in a weekend and be like, cool.
Still so I know our mutual friend Jason Blankenship also has a whole we'll edit that out. We know a guy who's like a big defender of the Hobbit movies because of like the weird process it took to.
Wait, Jason defends those movies?
Yes.
What an asshole.
Well, it's because
I'm not editing that out either.
It's because fucking.
You hear me, Jason? You're an asshole.
You ain't listening to this shit. It's because it was supposed to be Guillermo del Toro directing the Hobbit movies.
Yeah,
and he did a bunch of prep for it, and then something happened where he wasn't making it anymore, and so the studio kind of pressured Peter Jackson into it. Yeah. And he was like, "If you don't, we're gonna release this bullshit." So he came on and he tried to like make it the best he could, but
dude, by the time they were shooting,
but they didn't give him any fucking materials or time.
No. And by the time they were shooting the third movie, he didn't have a script for most of it.
But here's where okay, there's the defense of that, and okay, so
that doesn't make it a
he
good
didn't have any time, so he did the best he could. Like, okay,
he could have just gone
no. Exactly, that's my exact argument. Like, no.
Yeah.
No. Okay, you want.
Did you see the other Tolkien movie that I made? Did you see that one?
This is the thing.
I'm not doing this.
This blows my mind about that. Okay, because they're like, well, you have to do it or we'll release dog shit. And Peter Jackson.
That's on you.
Peter Jackson won so many fucking Academy Awards for The Lord of the Rings. It's crazy. Remember the Return of the King swept the Oscars?
Literally, yeah.
All those Oscars were for the collective 3 movies. Like, It's obvious. So like, I have the feeling he could have been like, okay, you can release dog shit that everyone will hate, or you can wait a year and I'll direct a dope ass movie, man.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do this for a bunch of money.
Dumb.
Yeah. And also, it shouldn't have been 3 fucking movies.
No, it should have been one movie.
It didn't need to be 3 movies.
It was one.
I could see maybe pushing it to 2 if you want to include some of that stuff that they included, but
I could see 2 to make it to really fill it out and not add all the shit that they added, because they added a bunch of dumb, unnecessary bullshit.
You ever see the Bakshi Hobbit, the cartoon from the 80s?
No.
I don't
that
know
shit
that I've
is
ever seen
fucking cool, and I don't like Ralph Bakshi movies. Like Cool World and shit like that. Like I don't like Ralph Bakshi's style, but his Hobbit is based off of another artist. And it's really good. It's creepy. And it's got the spiders.
It's really dark.
It's got a really good golem. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it.
That is a worthwhile adaptation. It has its flaws, but it's pretty good.
Well, we've got one Rad Dad to go.
Oh, yeah?
Asher?
Hey, this is Asher Wall. I'm Patrick Wall's son. One of my favorite memories of my dad is the time that he forgot me at home while he went on vacation. I was probably 6 or 7, and he was gone for like 2 weeks, and I had to eat the dog. He's a pretty rad dad.
Fuck.
This final Rad Dad is kind of peak Rad Dad for this episode.
Samwise Gamgee.
You don't know that him and Rosie did have babies.
Yeah, they fucked. That's a whole movie they could have done by themselves.
So like I said, this guy's kind of peak Rad Dad. It could be argued that maybe Tolkien's kids weren't doing their thing out of like reverence from their father, but maybe they were just trying to make some bucks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go that far.
I mean, it's already a massive literary estate, but whatever.
Yeah, but this guy didn't just do a whole big thing specifically to take care of his ill child. He also, in the process, turned his name into a household name, and in the process was integral in so many coming-of-age young men and women having poorly lubricated adolescent sex.
I'm
talking, of course, of Candido Jacuzzi. So here's an interesting fact, I guess, beyond the fact that I don't think anyone knew that Jacuzzi was someone's name.
I did not.
Candido Jacuzzi.
Yeah. That's like finding out that Freddie Chapstick was a good dad. Jimmy Band-Aid. My dad, Jimmy Band-Aid.
Candido Jacuzzi sounds like pistachio disguisey.
Sounds like what you get from fucking in a jacuzzi is Candido Jacuzzi.
Candido. He's contracted Candido Jacuzzi, and we're going to have to cut his balls off.
So, yes, not only is Jacuzzi...
I conceived this baby in a jacuzzi. I'm naming him Candido.
Not only is Jacuzzi someone's last name, but the company, the Jacuzzi company, was originally a machining company.
Yeah.
So there were 7 siblings, Candido being one, I think he was the youngest boy.
Candido, Bandito, Carlito.
And Frito.
They were from, actually, I can tell you all of their
Let
names.
me guess, Italy.
Yes, from Italy.
How did you know?
Candido, why you do this?
The family...
Get out of the bathtub. Put that in the hot water and the squirrel with the bubble.
The siblings were Giocondo, Francesco, Rachel, Candido, Giuseppe, Gelindo, and Valeriano.
Valeriano.
Yeah, those were the Jacuzzi children.
What about Giacomo?
Giocondo.
What, no bless you for Giocondo?
They were from Italy. They immigrated to the U.S. in the 1900s.
I've got a friend named Giuseppe who was a sassy Italian man, a smoking babe wife, but he hates that in the United States people call him Giuseppe. They're like, Giuseppe, hey Giuseppe,
Giuseppe. Jesus Christ! I would just call.
He always does it with a hand to his. You call me Giuseppe. Giuseppe.
I'd be like, you're Joseph now. Congratulations.
Yeah, whatever.
Should have shut the fuck up.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Giznappy.
You know what I would do is every word that he pronounced with an Italian accent, I would yell it at him.
That was literally every word of his because he's from Italy.
I would yell it at him and do this in an English accent and with hands.
Probably my favorite story that guy ever told. It was like he moved to Los Angeles to work for some shit, And he was like, I go out to the bar, I go party, and then the next day I got to get on the flight. I got to go fly to the Las Vegas, and they got the drug dog. And I think the dog is going to bite my face.
Why? Did he have drugs in his face?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, got it.
I think he bite my face.
Jesus Christ. So the Jacuzzi siblings all immigrated here. Jacuzzi.
Jacuzzi.
They all moved here in the 1900s, like the zeros between 1900 and 1910.
Nice. The aughts.
Yes. They were making...
Zeros.
Whatever, shut up.
You kind of look like a fighter pilot right now. You know that? So Patrick, you guys can't see this, but Patrick is... Oh, and he has the sunglasses now. So Patrick...
They're not aviators, but...
We just redid the studio, so we've got like a nice black background. Patrick is wearing an olive drab shirt. He's wearing a hat with a fleur-de-lis on it, which I believe is it's a Houdat hat for the New Orleans Saints.
You were there when I bought this hat.
Yes, a Houdat hat. And he's wearing so now he's wearing sunglasses as well. But like the light plus the background plus the shirt plus the hat and the glasses and the headphones make him look like he's about to drop a bomb on Hiroshima.
I need one of these. I need a face thing.
That's Roger. Fly in on point 1.
Why would I drop a bomb on Hiroshima?
Because you're just doing your duty, man. It's following orders. 30 seconds over Tokyo.
Oh, boy. So, like I said, they were originally a machine company.
Yeah. And making jacuzzis.
They were making propellers for World War I airplanes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they started in Italy. Aviation is new. Like, what was Kitty Hawk? 1903?
1903.
Yeah. No. So they were... in on the ground floor. They were fixing planes for some big citrus company in Italy. They ended up coming over here. They got a big contract to make propellers for warplanes during World War I. That sort of just rolled into other aviation machining. What are you guys doing?
Me? I was looking at the picture that you just sent us of Patrick, and he looks like a fucking fighter pilot.
I sent it so you can put it on the Instagram or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Good. Don't.
So like when World War I kicked off, like I was saying, aviation is 10 years old, a little over 10 years old. So they're doing turn of the century airplane innovation. So going from propellers to doing other stuff, that's pretty cool. Somewhere there's a different timeline where people are on a flight from Dallas to Miami on a Jacuzzi Airbus.
They're all smoking cigarettes, wearing bikinis,
drinking fucking Galliano.
Double decker. Bottom floor is no bottoms. Top floor, no tops.
One of their inventions was one of the first fully enclosed airplane cabins.
Oh yeah, for fucking.
The Jacuzzi J7, which was a mail carrying plane. M-A-I-L.
Just males only?
M-A-I-L. A male carrying.
You know how you can tell a male plane from a female plane?
The dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. I feel like I have been derailed after every sentence of this episode.
Pretty much.
That would be trains. We're talking about planes.
So in 1921, one of these mail-carrying J7s crashes. Everyone on board is killed, including one of the Jacuzzi siblings, Giacondo. Giacondo Jacuzzi. Giacondo Jacuzzi. He's a dead now.
Yeah.
The other siblings decide that they are getting out of aviation at that point.
We're done here.
They're going to focus on some of the other inventions that they've got in the works. One of those inventions is a water pump. We're talking like irrigation pumps, fountain pumps, agricultural shit, right?
Right.
So
Swedish-made agricultural pumps.
By the 1930s, Jacuzzi Brothers Inc. is a pretty successful pump company. And Candido's in the mix with his bros and I think one sister.
In the mix is funny.
Why?
This is jacuzzi. Get it?
No.
Because fucking jacuzzis, they got whirlpool action in the mix, in the water. It's like a hot stew. Fuck you.
So in the 1940s, tragedy strikes. Candido's son, Ken, is diagnosed with systemic juvenile rheumatoid arthritis.
Tell me that Ken's middle name is Dito.
I don't know what Ken's middle name is, but he's got systemic juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, which basically leaves him essentially crippled.
The doctors say you have to boil the child twice daily.
He's got rheumatoid arthritis. He's in horrific pain all the time. Candido immediately sells almost everything he owns in order to be home with Ken and to be able to afford any and every treatment that might even have a chance of working to make Ken feel, some level of comfort. And there were some weird things. There was like gold injections and like,
don't do that.
Some weird shit in there.
Water therapy.
Yeah.
Faraday cages.
Everything.
Cum therapy.
Yeah. So they tried everything to help Ken feel better. One of the things that did seem really effective in helping Ken's pain was hydrotherapy sessions at the hospital.
Ah, yes.
The problem is that the only hospital with a Hubbard tank, which is for hydrotherapy, was an hour away, and that's not an easy trip for a kid who's in perpetual pain from rheumatoid arthritis.
Rheumatoid arthritis sounds like a gladiator.
It does.
God damn it, I give up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you give up?
Yeah,
rheumatoid arthritis wins.
We did 101.
No contest.
Guys. We did 100.5 episodes.
No, it's 100 and this would be 102.
This is 102. Oh shit.
We did 101.5.
That's right. We already recorded.
Speaking of which, just sorry to break in, for the Cambodian episode, or the episode about the Cambodian rock and roll
last week, there were multiple things that I actually really wanted to talk about that I didn't get to. I'm not going to bring them up here on the podcast, but I think next time we do a Patreon, I want to cover that. So if anyone's interested, join the fucking Patreon. Join up, join out. I don't care. We could do a monthly mini.
Yeah, I might do a monthly mini on that because there's some cool shit.
Yeah.
I also
been a while since we did a monthly mini.
Yeah, I also found a really cool podcast.
A mini,
not so monthly mini. But I found a cool podcast called Death in Cambodia that I've been listening to. That's pretty rad. That's like follows survivors and it's really interesting. I am a little obsessed because the music fucks pretty hard.
Cool. Where the fuck was I before you sent me careening into fucking valley?
You were in Italy with the jacuzzi.
No, I was saying that it's not fun to load a child with rheumatoid arthritis into a car for an hour trip to a hydro tank.
How does one load a child with rheumatoid arthritis?
So Candido decided to redesign one of Jacuzzi Brothers Inc. basement sump pumps to shoot a water jet. And after a lot of tinkering and a couple of years, he figures out the right way to set up the air and water mixture to allow for the jets and, get it all dialed in and everything. Right. So he creates a Whirlpool jacuzzi tub out of the family tub at home.
Wait a second. Wouldn't Whirlpool be a competitor?
Not Whirlpool brand, a Whirlpool tub.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they get Ken in there and now they can do it as frequently as they want. So the doctors come by to monitor everything to make sure that it's working as effectively as the Hubbard tank at the hospital.
Ken's just in the tub, just circling around the tub.
Ow.
He's like, feels great, doctor. Thank you.
I'm feeling all better.
I'm get a little dizzy.
Thank you, jacuzzi. Just 2 thumbs up. You did it, a jacuzzi.
The thumbs are facing the outside of the tub as he rotates.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, the doctors come and make sure that everything's working as effectively as if he was in the Hubbard tank at the hospital. And they find that it is super effective. Like his blood is circulating well. The hydrotherapy helps his limbs avoid atrophy as well. So Candido has done it. He's basically made it so that his son can have hydrotherapy at home. So one of the doctors urges Candido to patent the pump. And by the mid-50s, they start making a portable pump as a therapeutic aid that can turn any regular bathtub into a hydro spa.
Oh, shit.
Which is how they originally marketed it.
Why don't I have one of them?
I'm sure you could dedicate a couple of years and,
Sounds like it already existed like a long time ago. Where's my shit?
I don't know. Try and find an old one.
It's dumb.
Cool thing about shit from the 50s is it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Like all those fucking appliances, people who still have appliances from the 50s, like they're still going strong.
Speaking... My dad was a hoarder and he collected shit from the 50s. One of those appliances was a refrigerator that if you touched the 1950s stove and the 1950s refrigerator at the same time, you got an electric shock than a motherfucker.
Hell yeah, because it didn't have a ground on it.
Yeah, and I got shocked all the time. One time my brother almost died, but they didn't get rid of the fridge.
Yeah, they didn't ground appliances back then.
Charlie Bowen, do you have any funny stories about your father, Riley?
I have a few, but I have like one main one.
Let's hear it.
So this wasn't when I was alive. This was back when he lived in New York. He tells me about it sometimes, but it was like one time he was doing like drugs with his friends under a bridge or something, like on a beach or something, and he like there was like this big group of birds, and he went out into like the middle of birds, and he was like, "Birds, go!" and like threw his arms to one side, and half the birds went flying that way, and then he went, "Birds, go!" and the other half went the other way. And like when I envision it, it just looks so funny to me.
That sounds like the sort of tale your father would regale you with. What makes your dad a rad dad?
He gives me more freedom, and he gives me more of a safe space because I can't really talk to my mom about a lot of things. So also I get my music taste from him, which is nice.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Of course.
So yeah, they marketed this as a therapeutic aid that you can put into your regular tub at home and create a hydro spa. By the late 60s, jacuzzi develops the Roman bath.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, complete with homosexual anal penetration.
Did he call it rheumatoid arthritis?
What?
The rheumatoid arthritis bath.
Jesus Christ. The Roman bath, which was their first whirlpool bath with built-in jets. So this was something you could buy the whole bath with the jets. And this is when they started marketing not just for therapeutic reasons, but also just for relaxation. By the 70s, jacuzzi was producing larger, quote-unquote, family-sized models.
Every time you mention another decade, I imagine with Pistachio Disguisey or whatever his name is, Giuseppe.
Candido
Jacuzzi. I imagine him walking down the street to more acclaim wearing varying...
Bingo Bulger Baggins.
Wearing varying era-specific clothing, and the music in the background starts doing the thing, in the 1950s, he's walking and be like, "Hey, jacuzzi," and he goes, "Ah, yes, bene," or whatever. And the 60s, music's a little more like Flower Power, and he's wearing like paisley, and he's got sunglasses, and things working out. But then you bring it to the 70s, now he's wearing like a fur coat, and he's walking down, strutting down the street, and down, and it's like, "Oh, it's Giuseppe Jacuzzi," whatever the fuck his name is, Candido.
Yeah, by the 70s, they're producing family-sized models.
Yeah.
With jets and filters and heaters and everything.
You fit your whole family in this bathtub.
What you think of as a jacuzzi now.
Right.
That was by the 70s.
So your family could take a bath together?
Yeah, sure. By the 90s, we were all...
Rad Dad.
By the 90s...
Hey, we can get them all in the jacuzzi.
By the 90s, we all erroneously thought that it seemed like a cool place to have sex.
Yep.
And that was... that's Candido, baby.
Yeah, it's because it has seats. You sit in the water. It just worked that way.
Yeah. And you could get a little slide action on the seat, but not in the orifice.
And there's enough room that while you're doing it, and it's kind of this like kind of awkward thing, there could be a guy like drinking a beer watching you across the way.
I remember having jacuzzi sex as a teenager, and
with Fernando Jacuzzi or whatever.
And with Ken. He couldn't fight me.
He was older by then.
He couldn't fight me off, though.
He still had a problem with rheumatoid arthritis. He never left the jacuzzi. He was just always in there.
I'm still here.
Like the iron lung is the iron jacuzzi.
I feel much better, though.
It's fucking been in that water for 40 years.
Come, have some Ken soup. Ken jacuzzi soup. Jesus Christ. I remember being a teenager and thinking, yeah, we're going to do it in this jacuzzi. And just wondering why, with every thrust, my dick was just screeching to a halt. I was like, yeah, I was just like, what is
because hot water cleans stuff off.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's what foreskin's for, though,
Yeah.
Quite literally.
It helps.
That is the purpose of foreskin.
I understand.
Nature's lubricant.
It's not so much a lubricant as it is just one of those little tubes that you can't hold on to.
Yeah, it's exact. Well, I mean, like lubricant can be many things. Like graphite lubricant.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like graphite lubricant is still lubricant. It's not liquid. It's just,
sure.
Something to help you put your dick in.
Graphite lubricant?
What if you had a jacuzzi, but you added like olive oil? Would they call that the Italian soup bowl?
Fucking fry yourself when you get in. You just deep fry yourself.
not the whole thing, dummy. Just fucking dribble some balsamic.
What if you fill the jacuzzi up with olive oil, and then you create some sort of large basket that someone could drop you in and then pull you out after 3 minutes.
No, I'm saying so the water's bubbling, you just drizzle some in there, would that add for the lubrication factor?
I don't know. I don't feel like that olive oil should go into vaginas, though.
Why not?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the right.
Totally fine.
Why is there not olive oil based lubricant then?
You're going to get Candida jacuzzi from that.
Yeah, that's how you get Candida jacuzzi.
There is olive oil based lubricant.
Are you going to say it's called olive oil?
No, it's called Castile soap.
Are you supposed to use Castile soap as a sex lubricant?
Maybe not supposed to, but you could.
That doesn't seem.
No, you didn't say sex lubricant. You just said
That's
lubricant.
What we were talking about sex.
Well, take the soap element out of it. It's still lube. If you can put it in your butt, it's probably fine. I wouldn't recommend the peppermint.
I don't even want to ask about your experience with putting Castile soap in your butt.
No, that's true. Drew's the one who's got all the stories.
True? Are you putting Castile soap in your butt?
No, he gets Dr. Bronner's out of people's butts.
I worked in the ER, I think is what he's referencing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And now I work in the PACU, which is after the OR, which is where they actually take the stuff out of the
Don't.
Yeah, but you can take. It's
butt.
easier to take them out because they're dead. Because it's the post euthanasia unit.
I can't go over this anymore with you.
Yeah, so you're essentially.
Do you know the difference between anesthesia and euthanasia?
Anesthesia, she was the princess of Russia.
Euthanasia is all the K-pop groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got it in one, Patrick.
Don't put things in your butt that aren't designed specifically to be put into your butt.
I think
that's our dad advice this week.
We should petition Dr. Bronner's to make a butt-safe soap container.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. Just be like, come on, flared base, baby.
Why stop with Dr. Bronner? Well, you don't want to go, you don't want to hit up, I don't know, Old Spice and...
No, nobody's putting Old Spice in their ass. It's Bronner's, baby.
Bronner's is the one?
Oh, yeah.
That seems...
It's minty fresh.
Yeah. Unscented is probably the best one for your butt, though.
Probably, but...
Yeah, but...
If you want a little excitement.
It's also like a baby soap. So I don't know how psychological you want to get with that.
I don't think that having a bunch of soap way up in your colon is a good idea.
Well, hey, man, you got to clean yourself out.
Ugh.
Colon cleanse.
There's a different way to do that.
Yeah? It's all the same thing. All one. All one. All one.
And
Jesus Christ. Not even how we do that. You're descending further into madness and chaos.
I have lost my fucking mind.
If you like this story, the best way to let us know is to get on whatever you're listening to, whatever streaming app you're on, and give us 5 stars. Leave us a review if you're on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a comment if you are on Spotify. Make sure you don't use bad words or naughty themes, because otherwise Spotify is going to be a dick about it.
Say balls, but it's B***LLS.
No, I'm not encouraging people to censor themselves. I'm just letting them know that nanny Spotify is going to do it for you.
If you want the world to see your comment, edit yourself. If you just want us to see the comment,
if you want to send us a dirty comment,
nuts.
Hell yeah.
If you want
only we will see it.
If you want to send us nudes,
accepting nudes.
Delete everything podcast at gmail.com.
Don't send us nudes, for the love of God. It's going to be all guys.
That's true.
It's going to be
Elias, don't send us nudes.
We're going to get a fucking inbox full of dick pics. Yeah, Instagram at Delete Everything Podcast, YouTube at Delete Everything Podcast, and patreon.com/Delete Everything Podcast, where you will get so many bonus episodes. You'll feel like you got a whole tube of Bronners up your ass.
Hell yeah, he's saying it without our prompting now.
Hell yeah, we did it. We've done it.
Yeah.
I just I got a bell that I put by my back door, not my butt, but like at my house. And now when I'm gonna let the dogs out, I just ring that bell real quick, and
Who let the dogs out?
The Baha men. But if so I ring the bell and then they come up because they're like, oh, we're gonna go outside.
I believe the Baja men
If
were
they were
investigating. They presented the inquiry.
I wonder who did let the dogs out.
Yeah,
that was the question.
Maybe the Baja women.
Possibly. But so now there's a bell there, and I kick it before it's time to let the dogs out, and they all rush up there. And I'm trying to get it to the point where when they have to go out, they'll just go ring the bell to alert me. Yes. I forgot why I brought that up, but it makes sense. Don't worry about it.
Because we're training Patrick to say
that's
boners.
It, yes, because we're Pavloving this motherfucker, yeah.
I reserve the right to revert to bonus episodes anytime I want.
I'm still going to name, I upload and name
that
them,
tune.
So
they're
still going to be called boners
That's
episodes.
fine. What I'm saying is
call them whatever you want,
reserve
wrong.
the right to go back to calling them bonus episodes anytime I choose.
You don't reserve that right.
I do. I just
rejected.
Did it. Nope.
Oh yeah. Okay. How many people own this company?
Let's hold it to a vote.
Let's see. All those in favor of Patrick not reserving the right to do dick, say aye.
I was just talking about this one thing.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean.
Oh.
Okay. All those in favor of
bonus episodes.
Patrick always having to call bonus episode boners episodes. Say aye.
Aye.
The vote is carried. The motion passes.
Anyway, if you
boners
get on,
it is.
If you get on
the
Patreon,
boners have it.
If you get on patreon.com/delete everything up podcast, you will get almost 90 boners episodes.
I do want to know if you guys can name the tune where I just did the Call Me Pavlov's Dog, though.
Nope.
Another one. Call me Pavlov's Dog. Switchblade Jane can name that song. I'm going to leave it up in the air for that.
Okay.
She'll listen.
Jane, leave a comment if you know the song.
She knows the song.
Okay.
It's Brian Wilson by the Bare Naked Ladies.
You couldn't let it.
Yeah, Jesus.
You can cut that.
I know that song.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting anything.
Lying in bed like Brian Wilson did.
Tell me all your Pavlov's dogs.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, here's Mr. Asherwall for real. I couldn't get him in the studio. He did have to send in a voice memo, so the quality's a little shaky, but here's Asher about Patrick.
So the best story I could think of would be probably when we went to Puerto Rico, and it was just you and me. And I think it was like towards the end of the trip, and we ended up going to this like restaurant, and you started ordering like margaritas or something, and I said I wanted one, and you ended up just getting me like super drunk. And I was like pretty messed up, and I tried to like outdrink you, and then I ended up just like wrecking the Airbnb because of how much I was throwing up and how like belligerently drunk I was. Yeah, I think you're a rad dad for putting up with me and just taking me on the trip to begin with. I thought it was fun.
I gotta say, I think both of you are pretty rad dads. Just having observed you with your kid.
You're a rad dad.
You're a rad dad,
years,
man.
And just how you treat your adult son. I think you're some rad dads.
I think you're a rad dad. I get jealous sometimes when I see like you and Max interacting, because it's been so fucking long since I had that interaction that I'm like, oh man, I remember those days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm content. I don't need a crazy ass Max in my life. Max is great though.
Yeah. You never had to raise a boy. So
yeah. I mean, my life is inundated specifically with women. This is the only time that I spend with men other than work. So.
Yeah. So most of your time.
Yeah, but work is different because I just scream internally. I don't even register who I'm around.
Yeah, same.
Okay, we should go now. Bye.
Bye. Happy Father's Day.